Yes, good morning, Imperial Beach. Beautiful coastal town. And now, come back here and look at this. Oh, can I hear a big oh? Cora plays sleepyhead or whatever it is. I bet you, though, because she's so well behaved, it's easy to clean the teeth.
Well, it's National Pet Dental Month.
Is that what this is?
This is what it is.
So February.
February is National Pet Dental
Month. All right, well, good morning to your friends.
Well, we've got a lot of really great guests, even some humans, too.
And humans as well, yes.
Right? Okay.
Introduce.
But before that, I want to just tell you something.
Yes.
Dachshund, Shih Tzu, Rottweiler, they all have 42 teeth.
They all have the same amount of teeth?
They all have the same amount of teeth.
How interesting.
So, think
I guess
about
I never
this.
really thought of that.
If you're a dog and you are a little Shih Tzu, think of the dental problems that you are perhaps going to be challenged with.
Because you have 42 teeth and a little tiny mouth.
And a little tiny mouth.
Yeah.
So let's start. We've got face.
We do have
wonderful,
face.
Wonderful faces here, and we have Brooke Haggerty, the director of face.
Good morning.
And we're going to talk to this lady in just a minute, because this is a recipient of being saved by Face Dental.
Oh, okay.
Okay?
Yeah.
So good morning, Brooke.
Hi, good morning. It's so nice to be here today. Here, the Face Foundation, as you guys know, is a San Diego community charity, and we're dedicated to preventing economic euthanasia. So making sure that pet parents don't have to euthanize their beloved animal with a treatable condition simply because they don't have the money. So Face
God
was
bless you.
established. Thank you. We're 10 years old this year, our 10th year anniversary. We've saved 1,400 lives from economic euthanasia.
1,400.
1,400, and we
Wow.
decided we wanted to do even more. So we, with a special donation, and we're always in need of those, started Roxy's Dental Fund to take care of some of our success stories, like Vincent here, who needed a little bit more care, needed his teeth cleaned.
All right, well, let's meet Vincent.
Let's meet Vincent.
Vincent the
Dachshund.
Dachshund. Yes. Vincent, good morning to you. What is your name again?
My name's Janine. I'm Vincent's grandma.
Hi, Janine.
And Vincent.
So what's the story on
Vincent was actually, he was saved by Face. He had back surgery, and a month later after his back surgery, found out he had to have another one, and we had totally depleted our funds. So Face came in and helped us. They rescued him from probably,
what would have been a very bad future.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Looking forward to a great life with
Yes,
you, right?
he is.
And by the way, you want to put him down, show everybody at home how he can walk and how cool he is?
He is. He walks.
He's all good to go, man.
He
He's good
is.
to go.
He is. Look at him.
And that's, you know why? Because Dr. Brian Loudis is here, the
Doctor,
veterinarian.
good morning, doctor.
Nice to meet you.
How are you? Good to see you.
Hi, I'm Brian Loudis.
Yes, nice to thanks for coming in here this morning, and you brought your buddy.
My girl, Cora.
Aww.
She's a 3-year-old yellow lab and a really good demo for what we want to show today.
She seems to be very well behaved.
A couple things we talked about, the doctor and I, is that people are kind of reluctant in taking their dog because they put them under. So they're
For the teeth cleaning?
The teeth cleaning.
Yes.
So we're going to talk about that, and we're going to talk how important dental care is in terms of the longevity of your dog.
All right, well, let's start with that,
Sure.
because obviously there are human illnesses that are attributed to mouth diseases. I would imagine it's the same with the dog.
It's exactly the same, and probably even worse, because unlike us going to our dentist for every 6 months, we often don't take our dog to the dentist every 6 months.
If at all, ever.
If
right?
at all.
Yeah.
And that's what we're trying to educate, how important dental health is for the dog and how
Because-
dangerous dental disease is.
Yes, because it can lead to all kinds of things.
Heart disease, liver disease, kidney disease, infections, broken mouths. It's
Yeah.
amazing.
Yeah, it is amazing. Why is it that more people don't do this then? Why don't they take care of their teeth?
I think there's a couple factors. Number one is people are afraid of anesthesia or sedation because obviously we can hold still for a dental cleaning and a dog's not really going to.
Yeah.
The other thing is to get a good dental, you need to take x-rays. You wouldn't go to a dentist that wouldn't take x-rays of your mouth.
Right.
We have to do the same thing because a lot of the disease that occurs in dogs is underneath the gum line.
Right.
I always tell my clients probably the most easiest way to understand this is it wasn't the tip of the iceberg that sank the Titanic. It's what's below. And it's the same thing with dogs and dental disease. It's the root and all the disease that can happen underneath the gum line that people can't see.
What are a couple of questions that someone should ask? Because, there have been dogs that have had problems being put
Right.
under. So give us a couple of good questions. What should we ask that vet when we go in and to put our dog under and clean their teeth?
I think there are two aspects that are very important. Number one is making sure your dog is healthy for that dentistry. So a pre-anesthetic exam, pre-anesthetic blood work. If your dog is older, perhaps x-rays of the chest or an EKG to make sure they're ready to go for that. Then ask your vet, what kind of anesthesia do you use? Who's monitoring the anesthesia? What kind of pain management do you do? Do you take x-rays of your dog's teeth? All of these are very important.
And what is the cost on something? Because obviously people are concerned about the price.
And that's a great question. Obviously, all these things cost money.
Yeah.
You know, our dental machine costs $20,000 to take x-rays. So we've got to pay for that. It can range anywhere from $300 to $2,000, depending on the damage and the disease.
Yeah.
So you need to check with your vet and find out. But good care isn't cheap.
Thank goodness for face.
Right, yes, and yeah, that's where
Right?
face comes in for the folks who don't have
Now,
the money,
Right.
the
My-
ability.
Right.
Yeah.
My dog, Schmoozer, when she was a baby, I didn't brush her teeth. I didn't start. That's what you need to do.
Yeah.
So she won't let me brush her teeth.
Because
I
she's
don't-
conditioned not to.
She is conditioned not to.
Yeah.
So you were showing us a little tip here on how to brush your dog's
Right.
teeth that won't let you brush your teeth.
Well, number one is you know, getting them used to when they're puppies is great. If they get used to handling their mouth, opening their little lips, and a lot of times we can even just do something as simple as a gauze to kind of wipe off what we call the biofilm of the teeth, where all that bacteria loves to hide. And most dogs tolerate that pretty well. It's very soft. There are things like toothbrushes that you can get dogs used to. Some of them like it, some of them don't.
Some of them don't.
She just wants to eat it because she'll eat it.
Right, she
Right.
thinks it's a stick.
And then you've got this great dental product up here. I didn't even know about that. Where it's veterinarian.
There's a number of products out there available by the vet, by the pet store, and a lot of them are just chewable treats that help scrape off tartar. But what I always tell people is the most important thing is to physically try to remove that stuff to prevent it. But once it's there, you got to have a vet clean it up.
Okay. Oh,
Well,
thank
Doctor,
you so
we
much.
thank you so much for coming in and showing this, bringing your dog in. Thank you, young lady, for coming
Thank you,
in.
Face.
Thank
And
you.
best of luck to this guy.
Thank you.
2 surgeries for face, and thank you and your group.
Yeah,
And obviously, if
absolutely.
anyone wants to help you out, go to the website.
They go to faceforpets.org. That's the number 4, faceforpets.org to learn more.
Very good. And Pet Patrol, Sandy Lampy, thank you.
Thank you.
Ray, could you point your camera over here?